Alright, we back. All you niggas hating on the channel, get on the fucking table and do 10 O's. Jail shit. Anyway, hit that like, hit that share, let everybody know. Matter of fact,
how you skip the whole? What's up with you?
I tell you when we got Don Julio in the building, bro, it'd be different. It'd be a little bit different.
Run this.
My expert opinion, the greatest show in the world. Nah. Y'all don't know. Everybody's supposed to do it. My expert opinion, the greatest show in the world. Shit lit. Hit that like, hit that share, let everybody know you in here. Don't cost you no paper unless you use a mother. Hater. Is that actually beat?
Yeah, that's Jay and Kanye.
Oh, that's Jay and Kanye. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Blueprint 3, you know?
They about to flag us.
I was about to say, let's go to the studio tonight, nigga.
Giving them props, man.
Yo, shout out to everybody that's been following the playoffs. The Lakers are gonna take it. Didn't mean to hit y'all with a spoiler, but Lakers are gonna take it. And shout out to BET. I want you guys to go to BET.com and vote on the greatest rap crew of all time. Bracket, you know, pick who you want to win on. You know, there's no particular like criteria for it. It's just about who you like. But just remember, Death Row versus Hieroglyphics. Vote Hieroglyphics. Okay. There it is. Mec.
What up, bro?
What's the word?
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. Nothing at all.
Not in. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. He's on the road to recovery.
Shout out to Jamie.
He's tweeting. He's reaching back out. Talented dude. Thank God it's going the right way. Shout out to Jamie Foxx.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx.
There you go. That's positive.
You ain't been limping recently.
I know.
I noticed that.
Yeah,
you fucking niggas up now? What's up? I'm here stepping
What up, Gat?
He stepped it up.
What up, Gat?
He stepped it up.
What up, Gat?
I'm tired of these niggas talking about me, man. I'm gonna get something now on in class. Yo, I can't wait till season finale of the reality show. Oh shit, let the cat out the bag. Stay tuned. Gat, what's good?
What's good, Hoffa?
Matter of fact, shout out to the gang.
Shout out to the whole Buffalo.
Yo, I was a former client of hers, Janique. She's in the building. She's a stylist. You know what I mean? If you ever saw me in a red tiger print, that was her. That was her. She did that shit. She did that shit to me. You gotta say, all right, cool. Champ.
Yo, what's good, man? Everything is good. I'm blessed. I'm happy to be free, be alive. Out of the pen, I ain't going back. I'm especially grateful, you know what I'm saying, to be sitting next to people, man, that like I watched in such a down, you know, depressing time. And it was, you know, invigorating. And now to be sitting next to legends, man, is just amazing. And shout out to my little cousin, Christopher Jr. for 4-0 on the basketball court, you know, spanking grown men and all that.
Shit right now. He's bodying shit right now.
Yeah, he's bodying. He only 13. He's wilding on him. 4 games straight, spanked him. Shout out to him and his father, Christopher Kinney, man.
So, nice. In the building tonight, we got one of the curators, one of the cultivators of a sound that most of the people in this room fell in love with. And as things started to change in the city, we got to hear the resonance of that era ringing out from Buffalo, New York. Now, their success is a testimony of people just loving that boom bap shit, that grimy shit, that hustler shit, that riding on the I-95 shit. You know what I mean? And I salute them because during the time that everybody was doing that shit, these guys was still bodying it with the bars. And you know I'm all about the bars. So we got Conway. What's good, sir?
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, King. Good, man.
How you feeling, man?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right, man. I'm blessed. You know
Blessed.
what I'm saying?
Blessed.
Yeah.
What was that like when, you know, you guys came down to New York, you did the show in Webster Hall, and see that a line out, there was a line outside, it was packed on the inside. I was there.
What?
I was there.
It's crazy.
Watching from the crowd, like, yo, it's real. I can still rap the way I want to rap. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. I was loving it.
Right.
What was that feeling like?
Man, I can't find the words to describe it. You know what I mean? Like, the shit was electric. You know what I mean? You know, just had like, you know, New York City was in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy. You know, Raekwon and them niggas pulled up. You know what I'm saying? The locks and all that, and it was just holding us down. And you know, the shit was so crazy. You know, when I came out to do my part, I forgot like the first like 12 bars of my song and shit. And that shit was just so crazy, man. I remember just like I had my shirt on, I was drunk as a bitch. Word, man. I'll never forget that night, man. Rest in peace, my nigga Prodigy was there.
Word. Rest in peace,
Peace,
Prodigy.
We went to Woo Hop after that, but I really don't remember much after. I fell asleep in the car drunk. You know what I'm saying? That was my best, probably my best night in this shit. You know what I mean?
The early stages.
Yeah.
Does it get mundane after a while? Is it like, packed house? Yeah, we did that.
Nah,
Or is
not that part of it, because I look at it like, you know, this shit is a blessing, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I remember, you know, I have, you know, 20 CDs in a book bag and could barely sell 2 of them in front of the gas station in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I'll never get tired of a packed house. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, a packed meet and greet line and shit. I'm gonna stand there 2-3 hours if I have to and sign every vinyl, take every picture, no matter like how I'm feeling, because I know how I feel to be on the other side of it, like wanting to be in that position. So now that a nigga, you know what I mean, that piped up in that way, like I ain't, you know, I don't play with it. You feel me? Like I treat it like, I value this shit. This shit mean a lot to me to be, you know what I mean, to be put in a position to put the town on.
Right.
You
That's
know what I'm saying?
awesome. That's awesome. Now Benny was here not too long ago, and he talked about people in the town taking shots. What's your response to that? Because I know it happens. People are like, okay, these are the top guys now.
Yeah.
Like, how does it feel? Like,
I mean, it's expected, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I look at it like, I remember being like one of those type of niggas. Like, I mean, like, you know, you gotta shoot for the top, man. You want to get some respect on your name. Like,
right. Who'd you take shots
I want to
at?
smoke
That
at
was
with
my
everybody,
question.
whoever in the town. Like, that's just how Buffalo is. I'm
Right.
sure it's other cities like that, but like,
Right.
Buffalo was always like that, especially when I was, you know, up and coming and shit, a young nigga. Like, if you just, no matter where you was from, what side of the town, what hood, like, if you like claim to be an ill nigga or you getting buzzed or shit like, yo, this nigga right, you ain't fucking with niggas over in the Lanefield projects or shit like that. Niggas was pulling up on you to like, you know, stand in front of you and get in that cage with you. So you really had to show and prove, you know what I mean? So, you know, now that I'm older and, you know, I'm you know what I mean, in the kind of position that I'm in, and I see little shit like that, you know what I mean? I don't even pay no attention. I ignore it and shit, but I don't let it bother me or get mad, because I understand, like, I'll be really happy to see that shit. Like, yeah, nigga, pop your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know?
Now on the, you know, you guys was releasing music a lot before we even got to the point where you were packing Webster Hall.
Yeah, right.
was there any sneaky disses on them tapes that you're like, yo, I'm glad I was in this hot when I did that? You know what I mean? Like, was you taking any shots? You said you did the same thing, right? Who were you taking those shots at?
Probably everybody low key. You know what I'm saying? But I got so much shit, I don't really remember. See, I was one of those type of rappers where, like, I just want to smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You used to battle.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just want to smoke. I ain't really give a fuck about nobody. Like, I just want to smoke. You know what I mean?
Right.
But honorable smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know, you get the best of me, you get the best of me. You feel me? Like, salute. That's only gonna make me go right even crazier and sharpen my blade even more. So, I don't know. I just always looked at it like that in a competitive sense, like on some basketball shit or something. But I always poke my chest out like proudly, like ain't nobody fucking with me. Like where he at? Point him out. So I probably have, but I couldn't remember it. And you know what I mean? It wasn't that personal, but you know niggas is just, you know what I'm saying? I'm drunk. You know, I'm a car crash waiting to happen.
Right.
What's the L you took that made you sharper? Who's the guy?
It really wasn't a guy. I don't think I've ever lost a battle.
Bold statement.
Nah, I'm just being real. Like,
You on the Cassidy
It's a real
shit.
bold statement.
You on this Cassidy shit, 2018.
I'm keeping it 100. You know, in the battles I've been tested in all the battles. Like, I always win because I just like I'm not about to lose. Like, I just think like that. My mind state is like I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. And like in those days, I was real good at like improv. Like it didn't even have to be no wrench. I could just like make an adjustment on the spot. Second round, first one, whatever. Like I could just that quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It just happened like that. But it was a moment that made me, you know, step my shit up. It was an L for me. I was like kind of like homeless and shit in Atlanta. And I really was on my way back to Buffalo to just try to figure it out. And ride, and I'm listening to shit. It's me and Wes. Wes was, I want to say, I think he still was on like parole or some shit like that in Alabama, and that nigga couldn't, he'd just come to Atlanta for like the weekends. Where we was at in Alabama was like maybe like a 2 or 3 hour drive, so he'd come over on the weekends to the A, but I'm like homeless low key over there. But I'm like fronting like everything all good. I always was one of them type of niggas like, you'll never know really what's going on with me. I figure it out type shit. But anyway, so I'm riding with him and his girl, you know what I mean? And we hear on the radio, there's like this rap contest. Jermaine Dupri hosting it. I'll never forget, the winner gonna get 5,000 cash and a single deal. And da-da-da-da. I just heard the cash part.
What year was this? Conway?
Bro, this was probably like 07, 08.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. And get in line up. There was only like 60 niggas and 65 niggas, and I was the 65th nigga. Stand in line for like 4 hours, I swear to God. I get in there, and the way they was judging these battles, it wasn't like a face-to-face, like you go against each other. It was like they judging off like the crowd reaction. Whoever the loudest crowd, they move on to the next round, so on and so forth. The winner get chose. So I get to the last round, but you can't cuss and none of that shit. You know what I mean?
Wait.
Jermaine
Hold on.
Dupri.
Yeah, it was one of those shits where you
See,
can't
he
fuck.
was one of them guys that just skip the details. Like, so I get to the last round.
Yeah, nah, I was just smoking shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just smoking shit. You know what I'm saying?
So for how many rounds was it?
Well, it was only like 64. I think they just made it quick. It was only maybe like 3 rounds.
Right.
Maybe like 3 or 4 rounds. Like it broke down like the last, out of them 60 nigga, it was the last 4. And then it was like the last 2. And then like whoever get it.
Right. The bracket is like a bracket.
I get to the last round, I go dumb. And like, it was just such a blur that, you know what I mean? I guess I said nigga or some dumb shit, you know what I mean? And I just like automatically got disqualified. And Jermaine Dupri hopped up, gave that nigga the bread, and taking a picture and all that type of shit. And that shit just, I couldn't even sleep that night. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't because I lost. It was just like, I was just mad at myself for not being sharp. Like, Come on, man. I'm how the fuck I do that? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just like always was like, man, I never let that happen again to me. So I'm just real particular about detail and all that type of shit since that moment. So that was probably the L that I took that made me get in my bag more, take it more serious.
But now the details are super important to you.
Yeah.
Which would explain your business acumen.
Yeah.
The fact that the devil is in the details, you
Right.
go over all these contracts. That was something else we talked to Benny about as far as like, all the contractual stuff you guys go through and all of this label, that label, these guys want you, those guys want you. I would imagine a loss like that would transfer into business stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It was a lesson in the
No,
laws.
I feel like it was a sign.
It was a lesson in the laws.
Not the sign to
was a
Jermaine
sign.
Dupri.
Fuck battle rap. That's what it was. That's what it was on the low. Like, yo, you battle rapping, nigga? Make these records, nigga. You know? And that's not me shitting on the culture. However, speaking of shitting on the culture, you did do a freestyle on Sway, and you went at like almost all of the top battle rappers. I don't think you said my name. You went with Charlie, Arsenal. You went in Mook.
Yeah, I knew this was coming.
Right. What inspired that? Like, were they still in your radar? Or did you feel like, as far as bars, like, because battle rap, like I hear certain lines that you say, and I'm like, ooh, most people ain't gonna know what you're saying, because you're not over enunciating it or nothing to try to make people like steer them towards a word or nothing.
Yeah.
But you saying some slick shit. And battle rappers, like, that's like the code. Like, oh yeah, this nigga got bars. Like, we can hear him. Will sound like a regular line, and most people, we like, oh, we flipped that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was that like the air that you was trying to get?
Yeah, it's crazy too, man. Like, that was just some dickhead shit.
I love it.
Cause like, real talk, like, I had already had that verse. I had did that on like one of Mobb Deep instrumentals or some shit. On some shit it was some old shit.
Right.
And I was just sitting there, we leaving West listening party. So flag on, I'm in there with Tech and them niggas getting drunk, I'm wasted. And we just going bar for bar, and Benny in there making it rough for me. You know what I'm saying? Benny was making it real rough for me in there, you heard? So I just combed through my files in my mind, like, damn, what I got that I could fuck them up with. And I just started spitting. But when I did that Dirt, like, it really just started off on some shit, like, metaphorically, using niggas' names in some metaphorical way, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Calico loaded, you know what I mean? Loaded lugs, loaded with clips,
ripping
through parts of you, you know what I mean? Shit like that, but I kind of just lost control of the wheel. And crazy. Niggas hate me and shit. I spoke with a couple of all them niggas, like, and, niggas respected that shit, and I'm a big fan of the battle culture and shit. I've been watching all them shits. I've seen the majority of all them battles. And I'm a real fan of that shit, and I respect all the guys that I named to the utmost capacity. You know what I mean? That's so definitely something I regretted, because I do respect them, and I didn't know that it was gonna create that type of viral moment. Like, I was just in there drunk. This was maybe like my second time going on radio freestyling.
Nah, them niggas love that shit.
Them
niggas love that shit.
That's what I was
Them niggas love that shit, bro. Them niggas is mad hype. They was like, oh yeah, you gotta do a response. I'm sitting there like, yo, he ain't gonna respond to none of y'all. He's not, my nigga.
Sober already.
Wow, y'all gonna get it, you know what I mean? All right, do your thing.
But you don't feel like that come
Shout out to
from,
them niggas though.
you don't feel like that come from like the hunger.
Yeah, that's what
coming from the street,
Exactly.
being a competitive spirit.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
man. You know what I'm
It's itching
saying?
for the top.
Nigga get drafted to the league, his first, second year, rookie year, nigga can't wait to, dunk on Bron, some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's just,
Right.
I was just on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
He said he wanted all the smoke.
He wanted all the smoke.
All the smoke.
Back then, you know.
Word,
Man. Now I'm a peaceful
I tweeted
guy.
you a couple times. I was like, yeah. This nigga ain't gonna answer me, man.
What's been the adjustment between point A and point B? At one point, you're hungry, can't sell 2 CDs.
Yeah.
Now, you kick a rhyme and it goes viral. Everybody's listening for you're the top guy, and now you're still taking shots. Have you adjusted well to celebrity?
I'm starting to.
Just now?
Yeah, I'm starting to adjust to this shit now, man. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes some of the most difficult shit in this shit, dog, is, you know, especially when you coming from, you know, the streets and shit, man, is, you know, knowing what to take with you and what to leave behind. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even just mean like people and shit like that, but it's, you know, your mind state, your mentality too. You know what I mean? Like I always was kind of like a hothead, just like I just was, you know, I was just on shit for really, you know, no reason when I sit back and think about it and shit. You know what I mean? So I kind of just dialed that back, but that's kind of was my biggest adjustment and shit. And you know, having an understanding that, you know what I'm saying, these people in these offices and in this industry ain't, you know, the same people that's, you know, outside. You know what I mean? It's 2 different sets of morals and codes and 2 different mentalities, you know what I mean, mind states. So you can't hold these people to the same regard, like shit that you thought was a violation and you know, a nigga did in the street who know better. Sometimes some of these people that's in this industry and these offices, they don't know that they like, yo, bro.
Yeah.
I would have went in your shit.
Can you give me an example?
Yeah, nah, I mean,
Not a name, just a situation.
Personally, I haven't felt that and went through that, but I just understand. It just was a level of understanding for me because I used to get mad at a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
I can identify with that.
Can't go out my way or whatever. Like, yo, why the fuck they ain't posting my shit? That I get fired. Yo, man, why they ain't? And I just, you know, can't let yourself be bothered and shit, man. Negativity come in a lot of different forms. And
Is that where the flex thing came
with
from?
that, you know
Was that the energy behind the flex, the whole flex rant?
Yeah, it was kind of. It really wasn't from like a point of negativity. It's funny. It wasn't like me. I just was on shit. It was more like kind of like hurt and disappointment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like it's only been a couple times where I felt like, you know, somebody that I got a lot of respect for said some shit that, you know, which is an opinion everybody entitled to, and I respect it. But it's like some things shouldn't be said in certain platforms and shit. Like keep your opinion to yourself sometimes. Like
Talk to me one-on-one.
yeah, so it's like
camera.
so initially when you know, I'm getting tagged and posted and called and texted and shit. When Sus One was on Wendy Williams' show, and somebody called the show or whatever, and Wendy asked him what's their top 5. He was like Nas, Wu-Tang, Live, Jada Kiss, Conway the Machine, and da-da-da. She's like, who's Conway the Machine? Who was this? This was 3-4 years ago, it was a while ago.
Right.
Who's Conway? Who was Conway the Machine? And Sus One like, yeah, some dudes out of Buffalo. I don't know. It ain't my style. I don't listen to it in my car. It ain't my
Said that
style.
on national TV?
Yeah.
that's
And I was just
Wow,
like,
sure.
even if you don't
That's
listen
foul.
to it or fuck with it, you
Sus,
could
what
just be
you
like,
doing,
yeah, nah,
man?
I'm a
Sus,
sus out of
sus.
Buffalo.
Sus, that was
Come
kind
on,
of
bro.
sus.
That was sus.
How you do that, man?
man. National television.
You let him talk. You let him talk. You let him talk. Because look at the
Nah,
results
shout-
now.
Yeah,
Shout out to
I felt
Sus.
the way.
You let him talk.
Did you ever get to speak to him face to face?
Nah, I didn't. I didn't ever speak with him face to face. I never met him or none of that.
Right.
But I just felt like, you know, you might not listen to it on a daily when you're driving to work or whatever, and you listening to me or Benny or none of us, but like, I mean, she didn't ask you that. She asked you, who are we? You could have just been like, yeah, some up and coming cats out of Buffalo doing their thing.
There it is.
And left it at that. But
Right.
I felt like you went above and beyond to say that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't listen to it though.
Yeah.
I ain't in my web, and I just felt the way about that. But I never really said, you know what I mean, or whatever. Tripped on
you
that.
didn't
So then
trip on that.
fast forward, I'm looking on the internet and I see Wallow and Gilly getting, you know, they got Flex on like live or whatever and shit. And you know, I didn't see the whole thing, so I don't have the full context of it. But it started with like Wallow, like, all right, bet, I hear you, but what about the Griselda niggas though? You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me you don't fuck with them niggas. You fuck with them Griselda niggas, right? He like, and he was just like, the way he answered it was like, I mean, I like what they're doing over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't listen to it. It ain't in my car. They don't make records for the club and for the radio. But, you know, salute. I like what they doing over there. And again, I just got back into that sus one shit again in my mind.
And he was like, oh,
And then, you know what I mean? I'm having bottles of Don Julio and shit as a dog. You know what I'm saying? I had on a good outfit and shit. And I was like, yo, fuck it, man. Put me on live right fast. And that's what I was really saying in the interview, but it ain't really kind of come out that way when I get to drinking. But like, bro, y'all niggas, like a nigga like you, Flex, bro, in Buffalo, we ain't really have niggas like y'all in close proximity, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I used to write my raps and shit with dreams of like, nigga, watch when nigga Flex gonna bomb this shit when niggas hear this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, you just shit on niggas like that, don't even give niggas a chance because niggas ain't making radio records like, nigga, I thought, what are we doing? Do we love like niggas who carry on the tradition, or we like niggas who, you know what I mean?
Right.
Making radio shit. Like, what, we gotta make up our mind and shit. Like, then not only that, if that's your opinion, that's that. But why is always y'all nigga? And that's when the New York shit came in. Like, it's always DJ niggas. It's always y'all New York nigga. Y'all get the fuck out of the way anyway. That's one of these y'all niggas, who y'all fuck with? I mean, who y'all be jacking? Y'all niggas can't wait for Lil Baby and Moneybag and them niggas like that to pull up to the studio so y'all can dick ride and take pictures. And Y'all don't fuck with niggas that's in your own boroughs, nigga. Who the next new hot nigga? It just was like, bro, I just lost control of the wheel again, and I just said a bunch of shit. But again,
sometimes it's needed.
Nigga don't be knowing his own power and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Part
so
of,
I didn't know that shit was gonna
adjustment.
become a viral moment. And like after I went offline, I deleted it and everything. So I didn't know that.
So
I was
somebody hit
somebody
record.
viral.
Recorded it.
Somebody recording that.
Nigga
That's
said,
not how that
oh,
works.
he's going, no.
That's not how that
The
works.
shit about it is, dog, even with all that, I didn't even take it personal. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was mad at Flex or New York media or radio. Nah, I'm just saying in the context like, yo, ain't like I'm about to pull up the Hot 97 or when I see or I'm even about to hop on the internet again or on live.
Right.
Like, I was just speaking my mind, like, why do y'all gotta do that? Like, y'all the niggas who is the, man, y'all push the culture forward. Y'all the niggas we love.
Right.
Why you gotta say that about us, bro? Like, if we was from a borough, would you have said that?
That's the $1 million question.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't be getting that because we love and respect Flex and Sus One, you know, all the DJs, dog. You know, I'm a student of this hip hop shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, dog? It's never a moment of, you know what I'm saying, disrespect to that nigga. That's why when we kicked it and chopped it up, it was so easily diffused because it really never was really about nothing on my side. I was like, all right, you said what you said on the internet.
Right.
I'm going to get on the internet and respond to that.
Right.
But like, it ain't like fuck you or none of that because I don't make records and shit for the radio for that anyway. Nigga, I just get in the booth and do me.
Right.
But I don't want it to look like I'm bitter or mad. I'm fine without radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. It wasn't about, oh, he mad. That's why I was mad at when I saw the interview and shit. I think I hit you immediately, like, come on, now we gonna make it about me being mad that I ain't getting played on the radio. Like, bruh, I never got played on the radio. I still have foreign vehicles and lots of juries and lavish luxuries.
Right.
I've never been played on radio or in a club.
So it was in bad taste.
It never was about that.
So it was in bad taste when I sent you that beat.
Nah. Here you go. Yo.
You stopped talking to me, dog. You stopped talking to me. You never hit me again after that. I was like, yo, what happened? Was the beat trash? God damn it, you got it mixed first.
I was going through a difficult time right then.
Right.
No cap. Like, I was.
But that shit is sad though because it's like what we was talking about with Digga when she was talking about Jersey and the respect level and stuff outside of New York. Like when you look at Buffalo and you finally see a squad of fucking real rappers come out from the state, not the city, and just fucking take over the DJs, and I'm not shooting at no DJs or nothing. I'm just saying there's certain DJs that don't come from where we come from.
Right.
So they're not really gonna get it because they just trying to stay in tune with the times.
No, you
What's
gotta
happening?
you gotta understand. All right, so I know Flex got love for the culture,
Right. That's a fact.
but he also has what he does. You dig what I'm saying?
I do now.
And where he does it.
Right.
I had to understand that.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. So a K Slay,
Different
That's
story.
different. That's
Different
totally
story.
different.
nigga, you
Slay
probably
played-
spend your shit for a whole hour.
He definitely
You
was.
dig what I'm
Rest in
saying?
peace to the Drama King too.
But
Fact.
you know, Flex to
Right.
Flex,
K Slay.
that time slot has a certain criteria.
I just be like, you know, my thing is, man, I don't give a fuck where you from, nigga. If you nice, nigga. And I feel like that should be the standard for DJs and or whoever that's in that position to, you know, whatever happened to the days of trying to break a new artist or, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
put a nigga, yo, listen to my man.
Right.
Like, think about when Clark Kent and them niggas, you know, found Hove and Big and them, like, what happened to them days? It's like we just run. It just sometimes, you know, on the outside looking in, and this is before. That's why I just said I had to learn that on the outside looking in. It just looked like a popularity contest, like all the DJ niggas and shit just running the niggas who already lit, so they can have their phones out taking selfies and getting their moment to build their brand up through niggas.
Right.
And, you know what I mean? But I had to understand too, like niggas do their business how they do their business and work their brand how they work it, man. And I ain't mad at that. I respect that, man. Like I
Right.
said, that's why that shit was so easily diffused with me and Flex,
Right.
because that wasn't my intentions.
Right.
I don't want no issues and none of that shit with niggas.
You got to
The funny
remember,
thing-
for both situations you're mentioning, my bad, for both
Yeah.
situations you're mentioning, you were brought up in favorable terms.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody's asking Wendy Williams, and then somebody mentions your name.
Somebody
Somebody's
mentions
talking to
your
Flex,
name, top five,
they
and
mention
then
your
that,
name.
right,
Like
right,
that,
Right.
even the source of the smoke is like recognition.
Right,
I mean,
right.
Mac, you remember when we did that
100%.
clip? When we did that clip talking about the whole Flex thing.
Yeah.
Right. And then from there, I think he played a joint that y'all worked on together. And then he started this challenge thing
Yeah.
where he was bringing back
Calling
that
people
sound.
out.
Yeah.
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 So, in a way,
Something beautiful came from that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Something beautiful
he
came
called
from
me
that.
out the next week.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
You know what I'm
happened.
saying? And I got
that
to
was-
live that same dream.
Yeah, it was dope.
Right.
You
Flex
know,
dropped the bomb on
And
me.
at first, you know what I mean?
Feels good.
I ain't gonna lie, like he was like, yo, I needed my third. Like he hit me. And you know, if y'all remember, you know, Flex was going in on me on his face. You know what I'm saying? Like he was walking my nut ass down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, let's see where you at, Conway. Boom. Let's send me a record by Thursday. Dude, let's see if he responds. I'm like, man, I'm not getting it, man. I said what I said on live. I really wasn't about to do the back and forth internet, you know, all that. Cause
Right.
I didn't get in it for that.
Right.
In my eyes, that's promotion.
That's
like,
promotion. Those are the
But I
moments.
wasn't seeing it like that.
Right.
Now
Promotion.
I do, like
Yeah.
looking back, like that was
Right.
that was a great look. You know what I mean? But I
I'm
didn't
sure, I'm
see it
sure
like
you
that.
got like,
So it like that Thursday, nigga, his show come on at 7, nigga. I sent him the shit at Thursday at 5:45, nigga. Like, you know, I came to the decision to do it that day too. Like it was
Right.
2, 3 o'clock. I'm
fuck it.
drinking and shit. I'm having mushrooms and shit. I'm down in Denver working on the album and shit.
Right.
I'm like, man, this nigga Flex with me. I ain't entertaining that shit. I ain't fucking. Who was he to tell me to challenge?
Ego talking to you, right? Ego talking, yeah.
I try that shit with them other niggas. Nigga, I'm Conway machine. Then I thought about it like, you know what? Fuck that. Let me just, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
High 97. We talking this small
two
play.
voices on the shoulder.
That's a
like,
fact. Your conscious
you
and
know,
subconscious.
We spoke, we had our talk and all that shit, and it's been love. We've been posting, we've been rocking, we've been locked in, man. And you know, that's good that two men can agree to disagree, speak their minds, and move on. You know what I'm
But you didn't even really disagree.
saying? Right.
At the
Right.
end of the day,
Yeah.
you didn't even really
Right.
disagree.
It wasn't even a
fact.
disagreement. It was just our opinions.
I'll show you.
We can keep to ourselves. You feel me? That's all. Certain opinions on certain. I'm not getting on camera and talking about somebody album with one of my peers that I might not didn't love or
Right.
enjoy. Just out of respect.
Right.
Like, that's my opinion. If I don't fuck with it, I don't fuck with it. I ain't gotta go in there in a way of like I'm shitting on a nigga, cause then what come from that, come from that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But then there's another way to look at it, which is more if you're more industry practice savvy, seasoned savvy, whatever you want to call it. I call it capoeira fighting.
Yeah.
You ever see people doing capoeira? Originally, it just looks like a dance.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're training to actually kill somebody and defend themselves and really get it in. If I know people hate me for a certain reason, I can speak against something that I'd like to see go further.
Yeah.
And because people hate me more than they love me, these people are now going to champion this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I spoke negative.
Right.
Flex does his 1-2 in the club.
Yeah.
He makes the clubs rock. If you're
Right.
not making club records,
He
that's
ain't-
outside the
He
wheelhouse.
probably ain't even heard
Right.
it.
Meanwhile, he found a way out, whether he did it on purpose or not, or that I wasn't there sitting
Yeah.
there, but meanwhile, he found a way
Yeah.
to put you even more on the map,
Real talk.
Right.
just with a perceived slight, a
Real
perceived
talk.
insult.
Right.
Real talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Man.
Not to say it's WWF, but
No, but-
sometimes it's a stage.
And,
Yeah.
and these are those industry
Yeah.
adjustments that I was asking you about, like, because I know
Exactly.
I know you
that
come
was
from.
something that I had. It wasn't for some of the like, kind of just really maturing too. But you know, it might not have went the same way it went, and I think that maturity of me learned me to not take everything personal out of assumptions, because I could have, like you said, a perceived slight. I could have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most people probably would have, but. And most people would have just left it at that and not even tried to fix that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like, you know, I reached out to Flex. You feel me? We got on the phone. Niggas got us on the phone together so we can iron that out. Like, nah, bro, it ain't even, you know what I'm saying? This what it was, man. We don't need that energy, but we just, let's still figure out a way that we can still make this shit fun again and enjoy it and love. And, you know, quite frankly, personally, I've enjoyed the challenges and shit that he issued out. I'm tuned in, you know, Hot 97 on them Thursday nights and shit like that. Like, it feels like a new energy to the show,
Yeah,
to the
facts.
station. Like,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right,
I'm seeing more people, more artists that, you know, I fuck with too. The world might not know about, like, younger up and coming niggas and that type of shit. Like, I'm like, all right, this is what this is about. This is fun again.
But it all started with you just taking a couple seconds to be real publicly.
Speak your mind.
Yeah,
You dig what I'm saying?
yeah.
Sometimes it's necessary.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's necessary.
I'm saying that, man. I ain't know my voice had. I'm telling you, I ain't know, dog, that shit was gonna turn into that. And honestly, I be hearing people always be trying to like say, yo, bro, what for you, bro? You did that. It's like, I don't really want to take credit for that, man. It's just like,
Why not?
me and Dog had our little 1-2, man, and I'm giving hip hop the credit for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but why wouldn't you take the credit?
I mean,
The shit started with you.
Flex was Flex before me, and I was me before Flex.
Right.
You
But
know
that
what I'm saying?
started.
Well, it's not sole credit, but the two of you combined to make something really,
I mean, I
really dope happen.
appreciate it, and of course, I'm not gonna deflect it or, you know, acknowledge it, but it's like, I ain't about to just beat my chest like, yo, it wasn't for me, nigga. I did this, that. Nah, bro. I just spoke my mind on live, man, and I think the way we fixed that is what's lit. Nah, real talk, man. I'm just one of them guys. Bro.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I'm not laughing. I'm not
Yeah.
laughing off of that.
Yeah.
I love it when I see toxic humility.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
The music scene
Yeah,
something different,
Nigga,
nigga.
it's wild.
Yeah,
on
nah,
the
I
live.
know.
and
Nah,
now we got
I work on
toxic
that, man.
humility. I'm literally sitting here looking at a man who does not know how to take a compliment yet, in a lot of different ways. That's a compliment, bro. And you did the work. You dig?
Yeah.
I do that. I've watched him do that. When people step up and go, "Yo, if it wasn't for you,"
Yeah.
and I just did what I did. I just do what I did. Him, I mean, that's the culture. That's what we do.
Yeah.
But in their records, they say something different.
No, I definitely say
The,
so.
the records is
Nigga, what's up for me?
Fuck that. I'm number one, nigga. I'm the nigga.
I saved that for the verses. You know what I mean? I saved that for the verses. I get on the internet, you know what I mean?
The way to feel, the way to
Right.
feel is, you know, I was proud to be a part of that. I'm happy to be a part of that moment. I'm real proud that that's something that I was a part of.
That was one of the dopest moments to me, and you know, like that's one of the dopest moments, man, in a long time up there at the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like we was able to do that, and like again, we created something fun out of that shit, dog. That shit is fire. When I did my challenge, I'm listening back. He sent me that beat. I didn't beat I chose or nothing. I know he was trying to throw the little,
Remember?
you know, the monkey wrench. Remember? You know what I'm saying? I know he was a monkey wrench. Like, you know, I like them slow, grimy Derringer Alchemist shit. So I already he thought me this fast ass Biz Marquee shit. I know he was doing like,
Rest in peace, Biz Marquee.
Rest in peace to the legend.
Right,
Real talk.
rest in peace.
Shit, nigga, I can get busy to this too. I got you.
Stop playing with
You
me.
know what I'm saying? So
You did your 1-2 with Big Daddy Kane and Bus.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
nah, that was
That slap joint is
that was
Crazy.
different.
That was one of my most proud moments right there, meeting Kane and him telling me like, you know, he liked what I'm doing and I'm holding this shit down the right way. That was one of my most proud moments in this shit, because I feel like Big Daddy Kane one of the ones, and he don't get enough credit and enough praise for who he is in this shit and what he brought to this shit, especially for this Brooklyn shit and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, shout out to Kane, man, for
shout out
holding
to
me
Kane.
down and showing me that love.
Well, shout out to Kane. There's two other people that you brought up that I wanna ask you about. You said Biggie, Jay-Z. You said, can we take it back to that? However, both those individuals always strategically made records geared towards either the club or the radio.
Females.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Nah, they was
And
universal.
I asked Benny,
yeah,
because I remember being at the show,
yeah.
and I looked around.
Oh, here it comes. Here we go.
I know where you're going.
But the bitches.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right. You know what I mean? Why not make records like that?
For me personally, when I'm in the studio cooking, and I don't even go in the studio and cook with the direction of like, all right, I want to work on an album. I just be in there cooking and shit, and then when I'm making songs and stuff, I feel like I hate when artists like make shit like
Specifically
cater,
for one
like
place.
no, I need to make. Let me do some shit for the club. Matter of fact, let me do this. My South record right here. Put some chocolate screw. This my Houston joint. This my West Coast joint.
Right.
I feel like
Right.
you always miss. Niggas don't even be jack. Niggas press skip on that shit immediately. It never works out.
Right.
So I just go in the studio and kind of just be free, and you know, number one, I never really had the access to them type of waves, to them type of beats.
Never?
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Derringer ain't making that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think I'm living with Derringer. Like,
But that week that Flex shit happened, I know a lot of producers hit you up.
nah, nobody hit me.
Nobody hit you up?
That's crazy.
Just me? I was the only one sending beats.
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
The only one.
I don't have too many industry friends, man.
It's crazy.
Probably because I don't go outside and shit and party with them and all that.
You
So
need an
I don't
A&R.
really have too many industry friends.
You need an A&R. Or you don't.
Nah, I wouldn't say-
define as you
I wouldn't
are,
say you
so,
need to.
Yeah, they need is a strong word.
But you've never had like a moment like you hear a beat and you're like, yo, I don't want to rap about this shit right now.
Yeah, I have. I have records like that. That's nigga smashes, nigga radio, them bops, them vibes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But them shits don't be getting cleared and the samples and you know what I'm saying? I have a particular record that, you know what I'm saying, that would have been unbelievable if that shit would have came out and
You got it on
it
you?
just never manifested.
You got it on you?
I don't got it on me. I don't got it on me.
Speaker right there. You know?
But it was just too much industry politics and shit, man. And
Right.
it just never was able to. And shit like that, just kind of will frustrate me. And like, man, fuck this shit, nigga.
I think we kind of. Go ahead.
I got an audience with, the shit I've been doing with Dandra and Alchemist and, the producers I've been working with. So I'm happy with that. My bad, I ain't-
No, it's all good. No, I think we kind of glossing over the fact that Griselda produced something that we didn't know we needed. You understand what I'm saying? The whole marketing 101 thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a group of artists who create amazing music, right? And it may not touch every genre that we expect because of what we're used to listening to on the radio. But then when you go to a show or one of your mans pull up and they bumping that shit and you like, yo, what's that? Then you realize, damn, nigga, I needed to hear this. I ain't hear something like this in a minute.
It touched the street.
And now that touches everybody. Now it's like, yo, it's a necessity. We have to do this.
Right.
Everybody can't do it though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even with you, with a lot of records you making right now, like people gonna realize it's something they missed.
I'm
You know what
gonna
I'm
keep it a
saying?
buck though. A lot of times, like, that's another thing that kind of get a nigga frustrated sometimes too, dog. Is like, I feel like, personally, my opinion, dog, I feel like that shit should be applauded more. I feel like that should put Griselda on a higher even pedestal. Like, we didn't run to the trendy, what's popping shit the easy way. Man, let's do it. Let's get a hit record. Let's get on the radio. Let's da. We doing this shit, nigga. Some of my shit, nigga, most of my shit ain't no hook on it. You know what I'm saying, nigga? A lot of that, nigga, that shit wasn't even. We weren't even getting that shit mixed. No, none of that.
Right.
And to take it to where we took it and shit, like,
It's amazing.
signing with M and Hove and shit, and doing what we doing, writing for niggas and
How did that come about with M?
We did that shit with just blacking shit.
Yeah.
Coming out here on our grind, like pulling up, nigga, and just beating the doors down off the offices. You know what I'm saying? That nigga West would be, we'd be spending our last type shit, nigga. Pulling up. West would be coming up here all the time. Like, West already had a place. We weren't really looking to sign with nobody or get no record deal. Cause our shit was kind of already making noise and getting crazy.
Right.
Like, we ain't had no stream history. We ain't had no blue checks and none of that shit going fair. We had a cult following from how we was just doing our shit, being it so boutique and so limited. So you would see a nigga on a train in Japan wearing a Fly Guy hoodie, or a nigga in Australia with a Reject 2 hoodie on and shit like that. Like, we was creating, we took the approach like with Yeezy, like the hype beast approach. Like, we only gonna make 50 of these in the world.
Exclusivity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so when motherfuckers rocking it, they rocking it proudly. Like, yo, I got it.
God, this is one of the
You know what I'm saying? And we was just doing our shit, and our shit was just getting crazier and crazier. And Wes was like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit getting crazy. I ain't gonna lie. We need management, man. We need to get some management. And at that time, Paul Rosenberg had a management company. He was managing I want to say Action Bronson and Danny Brown. Probably some other artists. I don't really
Was that
know.
Goliath?
I think it was Goliath.
I think
If
it
I'm
was
not
Goliath.
mistaken. And we went up there. Wes was going up there a lot, fucking with the homie Mike H and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just before I even started coming out to the office. But they just had something better for it. They came back after they heard our shit. It was like, yo, I'll play this shit for my partner, with Marshall, you know what I mean? For M, and like, yo, we got something different in mind. And, offered us a partnership instead of just managing us. So that's how we even got into with Shady Records and doing Venom. We didn't give a fuck about signing. We really didn't want to sign nothing. No. We was happy with doing it our way on an indie, you know what I mean? We was building Griselda, like Griselda Records. It really was a clothing line that Westside had started. It wasn't even no rap shit, no. Because after I got shot and it was looking like it was over for me, like West always been heavy in the clothes, but at that time the clothes was the main priority. And when I got shot, and then West started just doing this shit. He dropped the Hitler Wears Hermes 1 and 2, and the shit started going crazy. I was on 2. By the time 2 came out, I was getting back healthy enough to, like, shockingly, where I'm able to even spit and shit again. Like, this nigga shit. And shit just kind of took off like that. The Shady and so on and so forth.
Oh, it's God.
Yeah, for sure.
And shout out to Eminem because I don't know if he gets the kind of credit he deserves for the kind of acts he puts in motion that a lot of people tend to overlook and always want to go to like the flashy shit. But if we look at his track record, 50 Cent, G Unit as a whole, Slaughterhouse,
Obi.
Trice.
y'all. I'm just look at who he gets in business. Look at the kind of things he puts. He was a member of the Outsiders. Shout out to Rod Digger.
Yeah, shout out to
He was a member of the Outsiders.
He was the first big artist to co-sign this platform.
Facts.
Yeah.
Can't forget
Facts,
that.
yup.
Yeah, can't forget
First
that.
one I said out of his mouth.
Can't forget
On
that.
an interview.
Now, I don't think he gets credit for. He's actively trying to infuse more of what we've been missing
Right.
into hip hop. I don't think he gets the kind of credit he deserves because a lot of execs overlook the kind of things that we. Plenty of execs will tell you that won't sell. Plenty of execs will look at your Griselda and say that won't sell. I can't afford to spend money on that. It won't work.
They have. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Labels and offices. That's the other side of the story. I told you we was going beating all them office doors down. Shit, niggas was like, and a lot of it wasn't because we weren't nice. You know what I mean? It was just because they didn't want to get in the bed with the samples. You know, that was Derringer wheelhouse. Derringer is a vinyl collecting genius. So he's heavy on, and then, you know, Wes is real particular. Like, we real particular about our art, bro. Don't fuck our shit up, bro. Like, well, fuck it then. We go somewhere else. We ain't getting it played, though. We don't want that beat. We like this. Fuck them drums, nigga, sample loop, whatever. This is my art. It's tailor made. We writing movies, man. This is an art piece. This ain't just a mixtape or a tape, dog. When I'm putting my shits out, it's an art piece. You know what I'm saying? This shit could be hung up in a fucking in the MoMA, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want to be treated as such. This is a Van Gogh. So we was always had that ego on our shit when we go in them offices. All right, well, fuck it then. We want to sign on with y'all anyway. Fuck you. You know what I mean?
I had a few questions for you, right? Because I heard you say a few things prior to MECCA saying what he said. So how was the business structured around the Shady deal with you guys? Like, how was that partnership? Like,
yeah. So, we just pretty much was one album each, me and Wes, and the album together. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I said, man, Mike H, man, shout out to Mike H. You know, he put together a great deal. And, you know, it was pretty much just like a deal that we still shady, but, you know, we still got our power.
right.
You know what I'm saying? We can do what the fuck we want to do, how we want to do it. Straight like that. That's why we was able to still, even while we was still signed to Shady, still put out so many, like, tapes and, you know what I mean? And just was able to still match the gas. And I'm thankful for that too.
Was y'all looking?
If we hadn't did that, we wouldn't have been shit.
Was y'all looking for that Eminem feature?
Huh?
Was you looking for the Eminem feature?
I was personally. Eminem was always one of my favorite rappers ever, all time. So
Right.
I was just every song I had with Eminem in mind.
I think everybody that's ever battled secretly, and if you make music, you want that to happen.
Yeah.
Why didn't it happen?
I got a song with Eminem.
Oh yeah.
I got a song.
Get the Bluetooth.
Yeah,
Get the Bluetooth.
It didn't come on. It didn't. Was it on the album? It was on God Remember Mistakes, right?
God Remember Mistakes.
It got late,
It got leaked,
so we had to release it early.
but then it technically got put on What Was She?
It was on What Was She Gonna Do, the remix.
Right.
Put Benny and Wes on it and shit like that. But yeah, I got the Eminem verse.
That's right. For the bullshit.
I got that
So people can say that.
Crazy.
He's really reaching.
You don't mind if I play this right now?
Have at it, man.
I missed it.
We should probably take a break before you play this because we'll get fucked up. You can't.
Yeah, yo, it's called Bang. You heard? Conway featuring Eminem.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of y'all niggas
Top
like,
fan
we
of
already
that.
know that, Hoffa.
5-minute break. 5-minute break. 5-minute break
Still
while we play this music. 5-minute break.
All right, we back. Yo, honestly, I think it was because I was talking to Benny. Benny was like, yeah, you know, I really wanted that feature or whatever. And it crossed my mind, like, that verse from M, he's going at mad people. Well, he's bringing up a lot of past situations. Did that ever cause friction for you?
Nah, not friction. You know what I mean? It ain't really cause no friction. I just thought, I was just happy to get the verse, man. Shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what it was, none of that. Who you talking? I was just kind of happy to get the verse.
There was a second version to that, right?
Yeah, it's on. I think that shit shit out there. I heard it. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, man. And different, man. Stay out his way.
Stay out of his way. And you think that's the direction that he was trying to lead y'all? Like, yo, we the ones to rap. Just go at whatever you want.
I don't know. I'm not sure, honestly, man. I'm not sure.
Cause I'm thinking about
Probably.
In retrospect,
I was always one of them niggas that went like that anyway, so
Right.
you probably heard some of them freestyles, some of them shits like, nah, I know when they hear this, they gon', but I'm not sure if that was his motives.
right? Yeah, but I mean, looking at his relationship with 50
Right, exactly.
and how like that wasn't just a boost to 50's career. M also went up because now he had targets. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, and he ain't ducking no wreck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't
He
ducking no
with
wreck.
all the smoke.
You know what I'm saying?
All the fucking smoke.
Except for the game. I haven't heard a response.
Probably felt like it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, that's how you feel, champ?
I'm saying he didn't respond to him, right?
Yeah. In a case like that, you see
Probably
stuff
still
like
getting
that
paid off
going
on
on.
him too.
No, I don't know if he was ever. That's Dr. Dre. That's straight aftermath. Not Shady aftermath.
Yeah.
Well,
Just-
for me, I had this conversation with shout out to I'll Be Back, and you know that Black Slim Shady track just wasn't needed for his album. You listen to the rest of the album, he's getting on, but it's just that record pulls so much attention away from the rest of it. It's like,
It was like he was reaching. It was almost like he was reaching. Like, yo, I need, like I was saying on our last episode, like some artists feel like, you know what? Ain't nothing really happening. Ain't nobody really talking about me right now. What can I do to make everybody look at me and what I'm doing right now? Let me talk about Eminem. Maybe he'll respond, maybe he won't, but it's gonna hit the blogs. Everybody's gonna talk about it. It's gonna bring attention to my album.
I think that came up organically. I think people were talking about a verses, and somebody suggested him and him as verses.
That's ridiculous, man.
And somebody okay, somebody
ridiculous.
said somebody said that's ridiculous, and that's how it happened. He took offense to the idea that it's ridiculous that he would be in it. He could hold his own in a verses against Eminem. I think that's how that whole thing happened.
That's confidence, though.
We already been through the whole versus thing. You know, we already had that discussion as far as like who M should get.
well,
I know my vote is for.
Here was a question for me: who would be a good challenge for Griselda in the verses?
I'm sure everybody, a lot of them niggas will be a challenge, but ain't nobody gonna be fucking with us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm sure it'll be a challenge, and some will be easier than others, but
Oh, I know who I'd
nobody's
like to
fucking with
see.
me.
I know who I'd like to see.
Ooh.
G-Unit.
Versus Griselda?
I'd like
Yeah?
to.
That's
Oh,
trouble. That's trouble.
I was
Conway.
thinking the
That would be
lots.
tough.
No.
That's
G Unit with the amount of mix, like between the mixtape game and all the joints they put out. Conway, Benny,
West Side.
West Side. Thank you. Conway, Benny, West Side, 50,
Banks.
Banks, Yayo,
Yeah.
The Game.
Word.
I'm here for that. I'd
facts.
love to see that.
That'll be.
Survivor Series.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? I'd love to see that.
Yeah, Tony A definitely gonna curse you out the next time we see you.
That would be incredibly a grueling, blood. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, man. I'm not sure about that one.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about that one. You know what I'm saying? That's the family. They're my niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I probably wouldn't even take that on because that's the family of my niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not only that, because I know how they giving it up, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, it's gonna go there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love the unit, man.
But you gotta think about who else did what they did. What Griselda did. You know what I mean?
G-Unit.
No, but listen, but respectfully, no disrespect to anyone, right? Let me just clarify that. But 50 catapulted to a level of, he made girl records, he made this record, he had a lot of radio hits, stuff like that.
Right.
What other group, what other three-man team actually came out the way they came out with mixtape records, a mixtape, and still are on the same narrative? They haven't switched up at all. Who can you compare Griselda to? What other rap group can
The
you?
Locks.
The Locks? The Locks made
No,
never
mixtape
they're
records too.
not the
I
same
need a
way.
ride or die chick.
Not
Yes,
the
they
same
did.
way.
Yes, they did. They've done that. But my point
Griselda
is,
hasn't.
my point is not exactly the style of record, but I follow your narrative, and that's kind of where I'm going with it. At the time G Unit came out, we had hip hop heads making a lot of big radio hits. There's a lot of R&B in the hooks. There's a whole lot of flossy, really happy sounding shit. Here comes G Unit. We dealing with a whole bunch of trap rap and glossy poppy sounding shit. Here comes Griselda, right? And both are throwbacks to a thing that we said we really
Yeah,
want.
but you never seen nobody from Griselda take a radio hit and do it over.
Nah, but that again,
Right?
the
Y'all never did that.
no, but the mixtape game was different back then. That was just a formula. Like their formula is completely different. And,
That's what I'm saying.
And it's but they still have they're clearing samples. Like okay, so they got soul records and they had other people's joints, but that's how the mixtape game was. I'm just looking at the eras and I'm making a comparison to who kicked in the door during that time to spin it back to the essence.
Right. And
That's
still
them.
keep it in the essence though.
That's them and
That's what
them.
Griselda did. G-Unit is a little different.
I think it might be a little premature
I'd love to
for
see
that
it.
matchup. You dig what I'm saying? I think that give it some time. And at this point, even though Benny said that he's Griselda forever, you guys in a way have parted ways. Correct?
I don't know if that's 100% accurate. I don't look at it as we parted ways. I just feel like, the business that we had, you know what I'm saying, is at its conclusion, which is the first business we did. Like, it's the first paperwork, it's the first deals, it's the first everything. Like, it came to its end. And, like, we always, all of us was always our own entity anyway. You know what I mean? Coming into this shit, we just like, that's why there's only one tape with us three and shit like that. We was always our own entity. We just was under the same roof and we family. So it just looked like, and we do a lot of songs with each other. So it just looked like, they're a group. But when we be doing our tapes and how we always looked at it, it was like when Purple Tape came out and Ghost was on the cover and on all the songs and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like we that's kind of how we looked at it. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't go our separate ways. It's just like, you know, those particular deals kind of, you know, at its conclusion, we fulfilled all that, and it's just time for new shit. And, you know, we haven't got to that yet because everybody's been building their own thing. You know, Benny building DSF up, getting Rick High and Name and everybody loopy. And, you know, I'm building drum work up now, getting my artist loopy and still trying to fulfill my little side obligations and stuff, little deals I did. So on the you know, on the outside looking in, it looked like them niggas is just doing their own little 1-2, but really it's just, you know, everybody having motion. Everybody having motion. You know what I'm saying?
But it catapulted from y'all being together first. Y'all were together first. Y'all did what y'all did, and then y'all were able to.
Well, see, it's we always been together because we always been family. We always, you know, kind of just we always been together. But if you look at it, just look at all our tape. Just look at when Griselda probably started popping like 2014, 2015. Yeah, like 2015. It's always been West albums. Hitler with Hermes, 1 through 2, part 1, part 2, part 3. Reject 1, Reject 2, Reject 3, my tapes, Benny tapes. We never really had it wasn't like we was putting out Griselda tapes and shit like that. So we always, if people just really look at it, like that's how we always done it. Like Benny would do his thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was doing this shit with Spash and doing this shit with Shay and doing, like, everybody was always doing their own thing. It just looked on the outside, on the surface, like, oh, the Griselda niggas they ain't fucking with each other. Like, Conway doing drum work now and Benny doing BSF, and kind of always been like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, Benny let us know, and we've seen a couple of situations with Jay-Z kind of moonlighting.
Can I have another shot of that tequila? I'm sorry.
I got you.
I'm sorry for the fans at home watching this. Sometimes Conway like to have a little, you know what I mean? No, don't stop it.
No, we ain't
Don't let me
stopping.
interrupt.
We ain't stopping.
I just like to sometimes, you know what I mean? Gotta hydrate. That's good right
good.
there. I gotta hydrate.
The rest of this
You know
nigga.
what I mean? They ask you some great questions, and I'm noticing that I'm like overwording the questions, the answers. I'm just like, it's teetering the lines of babbling. Yeah. So like, let me just have another drink and relax. I'm sorry. Back to the question, man. I'm sorry.
Now we seen Jay kind of like in the realms of, you know, showing up to your shows, you know, basically giving the stamp, the cosign. Then he shared with us that he wanted you guys to stay together. Is that something he shared with you too?
Who, Jay?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I really don't like talking about, you know, what Hov say in interviews and shit like that. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna just keep it about. Like, yeah, he definitely, of course, like wanted us to like, nah. I mean, because we hadn't split, but so it wasn't like, yo, I want y'all to stay together. But he just emphasized that, like, man, that shit, what y'all doing, same thing y'all said, what you were just saying, like, man, what y'all did and how y'all did it, man, we ain't really seen nothing like this in decades, bro, if ever. So it's like, man, y'all, man, I fuck with what y'all doing, type shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, it wasn't like that with me, like, nah, because it wasn't nothing there. It just looked like it on the surface. Nothing fans just ran with certain dickhead shit I done said and did in interviews and, you know what I'm saying? There was certain fan theories that just led to the assumption that, you know, nah, them boys is fighting and not odds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You take responsibility for that perception?
Yeah, you just did.
I definitely did.
No, I'm saying like the majority.
100%, you know, to make that clear, 100%, because honestly, I operated out of my feelings, you know what I'm saying? You know, I operated out of my feelings, man. And, you know, my brother ain't deserve that shit, man. Wes ain't deserve that, none of that, you know, that shit I was doing, saying in them interviews, man. And, you know, I want to just be very clear, like, you know, nobody owes me a penny. Like, nobody stole nothing from me. Wes and nobody, Shady Records, nobody, like, all my business was on up and up. And when I was even saying in the Breakfast Club interview how I didn't read the contract and all that shit, it was really just coming, it wasn't coming from a place where I was like, you know, idiocy, like, I ain't know no better, man. He took advantage of me. Like, nah, it was out of loyalty. I ain't reading that shit. That's my brother. Right. I ain't gotta read nothing. Mm-hmm. I know we good. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. That's what that was. But that interview came out when I did it, and I was feeling stuff, and, you know, I acted off my feelings, and that shit just spread like hot fire and just created the theory of like, yo, them niggas ain't. But that, like I was saying, goes to us just being our own bosses and doing our own shit. But niggas seeing us, we ain't at like shows together. We not doing music together. Right. But that part of it, like I was just saying, if you look at it, we never really focused our tapes on that. Like everybody, Benny was doing his albums. I'm doing my albums. Wes doing Hitler 1 through 10. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, you know, that's how we kept it. But it was always like all our albums. Like Hitler Wears Hermes is our album because we all over the fucking album anyway. It's like it's like Iron Man with Raekwon all over.
Capagana.
We model all our shit off the plan, nigga. Give it a buck, nigga.
I can see that, yeah.
Ghost and Ray, nigga. Everything I do, nigga, them my big homies. Everything we do, like, nigga, like, yeah, that shit was ill, how it was Ray album, nigga, but nigga, Ghost was on the cover with the Wallies and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On all the songs Ray might not even have been on, nigga. It was just Ghost on there, Dolo. Like that's really how Wes seen it, and how we seen it, and how we just catered that shit and tailored that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That makes it the art piece.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That makes it that Mona Lisa.
And at that time, nobody even questioned Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
About that.
See what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah. Nobody ever questioned Wu-Tang like, why is
it Ray doing it was like you just kept getting Wu-Tang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just that they got separate deals.
But really, we only got 2, 3 Wu-Tang albums.
Right.
Everybody was just their own entity doing their own thing. At least how I see it on the outside looking in.
But if people don't know you following that game plan, they're going to come up with their own assumptions.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Which is what's happening.
And it don't help me getting drunk and getting in interviews, you know what I'm saying? Leading to the conclusions of that. So, you know.
You are really, we're really seeing you in real time get used to this new life you have. Like, that's really happening, like, right in front of us. You adjusting to this new, you haven't really grasped how popular you are. You say something and everybody's literally paying attention. And they're picking apart your statements. They're picking apart your mannerisms. They're picking apart your absence. They're picking apart your silence. They're picking apart your talk. Like, and you're really adjusting to this. You're not
power in that too.
You're not, but you're not used to how this goes yet.
Right, 100%. I'm definitely I'm still not used to it, man. And the old me didn't want to. Like, I just wanted to be me. I was just stuck in my ways and just like, man, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm me. I'm Conway the Machine. Fuck them. I don't want to do no interviews. I ain't doing nothing. But play my shit or you don't. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them DJ niggas. Fuck everybody. Like, that was just, to me, I felt like a negative space that, you know, I ain't really probably need to be in. And then I just wanted to try a different approach. Like, you know what, man, I'm getting older now. You know what I'm saying? And it's starting to be more clear to me the love I get from, you know, my music and my impact. And, you know, I just always still be looking at it like I'm a nigga still walking around with like 5 or 6 raps folded up in my back pocket and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still don't, and I still be doing like regular shit, and, you know, and Cause it don't really hit me, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you really, yo, bro, people love you out here. Like when I go overseas and do shows and just see the reception, it's just, you right, bro. Just hearing you say that, you know what I'm saying? You right, man. It's like, I don't know, cause I'm just a recluse, man. I be like just dolo to myself, man. I don't really like to be. I think that came from getting shot. You know what I'm saying? I got shot in an environment where, you know, it was just a lot of people. You know, just the club. I'm leaving the club. I'm going to the club. So I'm looking at club shit like I don't go out, man. I don't do that. I ain't going to that part. I ain't going to that event. I don't want to do that. What time the interview is? 10:30? Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm chilling. I'm already inside. Like, I be thinking about that because I got shot in my helmet leaving the club, just going to promote my CD. You know what I'm saying? Just going out of mixtape. I'm just going to fuck with the DJs and doing some music shit. Pass my CDs out, fuck with the DJ. I'm in my hometown and shit, and you know I get followed back. You know, as I'm going to drop the homies. I wasn't even supposed to be driving. I just was drunk. Bagged the bitch in the club, and you know what I mean? I had to get my shit off. Like, nah, I'm driving. Hop in the front, babe. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't supposed to be driving, and just followed us from the shit, and you know, when what happened to me, and so now it made me develop a kind of like, man, I ain't going out. I don't go. So even to this day, like, I don't take walk-through bags at the club or none of that shit. It just, from that, it's like,
Made you an introvert.
yeah, I just stay to myself and lurk in the shadows. I hate videos. I hate pictures and cameras and
Have
shit.
you dealt with it yet?
No. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I hadn't. I thought I did, but, you know, speaking with a therapist and shit made me realize, like, nah, you haven't healed yet, man. You gotta...
Sometimes that's what it takes.
Man.
Sometimes that's what it takes. I lost one of my mans right in front of me at a party.
Yeah.
It made me look at parties different. Every time
Real
I
talk,
be in
man.
one, I
Can't even
got
have fun
the jitters. I'm watching everybody.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't comfortable after a while. I had to deal with that. I had to, like, you know, sometimes I drive to that same spot where they put the sheet over on, and I just stand there and I just talk.
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of hear the things that he wants me to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that'll help me. Like, okay, be more comfortable with your success.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you blessed. Your man want to see you win. He don't want to see you feel weird winning. You know what I mean? Or feel like, you know what I mean? Like you wasn't supposed to win.
Right.
Or guilty that you won and he not. You know what I mean? Like,
that's how I be thinking about Shin Gun. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I feel myself whether do some dumb shit or quit or just fuck it all up, I got a Shin Gun like that for me. Benny brother. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel that.
Yeah. So it took me a couple of months of therapy.
Yeah.
To even get to this. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was angry for a long time. I was, you know, just different for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, niggas just sense the vibe when I walk in the room. All right, something just changed. Okay, watch this nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It took a while before I could be, like, really comfortable with myself and not only forgive myself for certain things I went through in the past.
Yeah.
I had to say, like, yo, you good. That thing that happened, you wouldn't got here, you wouldn't got here, you wouldn't got here, you wouldn't got here, you wouldn't got here. It was just your path.
Yeah.
Sit.
The journey.
Right, the journey. But the journey has to lead to a better point from that.
Right.
It can't be, okay, this happened, so now I'm gonna stay here. It has to be, all right, this happened. Right, I accepted that happened. You know, now we're gonna make the best of it. it's time to go up here. You know what I mean? And I already been through this. So the fear of that ain't there no more. You dig what I mean?
100%.
It took me a while, bro. It really took me a minute to kind of like switch everything up, change up the mechanics inside your head.
Right.
Stop listening to them voices.
Exactly. And that's why I am how I am. Like, you know, some of the answers and stuff earlier on was like, that's really my mind state and really how I look at shit. That's why I was so mad at the Flex because I didn't want to make it personal. Even though it's crazy as my rant and shit sounded, I didn't want to make, I'm just not that. I don't want to be that, bro. I just want to, I'm in a position to inspire and motivate. You know what I mean? I don't want to motivate that type of energy.
But you motivated.
I want to motivate niggas go crazy with their pen and don't never give up. Fuck what anybody think, nigga. Put your pipe up and put on for your city, for your hood, for your niggas, for your family. I want to inspire that. Too many of us, we quit. We second guess. We doubt our own shit. Like, I want to be the motivated inspiration for that. Not me, you know, standing up to Flex and New York media and radios and shit. I didn't want to be that. You know
them headlines don't mean shit.
Yeah.
And something good came from it. We covered that already.
Right.
Something great came from it.
The end result was that now, on Hot 97, there's a space specifically
for us. Yep.
And now the next step is something good coming out of what you've been through.
Yeah.
You seem to have a knack for turning negatives into positives. Great things come from these situations that you're in.
Right. Yeah.
But you gotta, and I almost feel, and I it's not really my place to say, but it seems like these things, the good comes when you take it head on. When you don't shy away from it, when you get right in the face and turn it on and listen, this is how I feel and this is what I'm gonna say.
Who was it? Simba that said, everything you want
is on
the other side of your fear.
Right.
That's a fact.
So whatever uneasiness, uncomfortability, first of all, we know uncomfortability, that's the area of growth.
Right.
Everything that you want is right on the other side of that fear. That's something I learned from like a kid. If I was scared of a nigga on the block, I just fight him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to feel like this every time this nigga come around. Yo, fuck you, nigga. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, just to get it out of my system, because I didn't like that drop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or that you can't do something, nigga. You know what I mean? I didn't like that shit. So that's, and going through life, there's gonna be many different situations. It's not gonna be a fight. It might be going up to the next level. Knowing that you're supposed to go there, but you might be just sitting here like, damn, I don't know if I go there, this might happen, this might happen.
Right.
Fuck all that. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Just go.
Right.
Bro,
Just
you got that every time you look in the mirror. You are not supposed to be rapping the way you rap.
Right.
Facts.
You dig what it's not supposed to be that. I wouldn't have fucking believed it. You know who put me on to you? Like, showed me what you look like. I heard the music and was like, oh, these niggas is doing it. Like, this shit is fire. And start playing shit. I don't watch videos, so I'm just playing shit. Busta Rhymes took me to the first show. When I got to actually say, you know what a supporter he is.
Yeah.
Like, he's a wild supporter. He's, yo, this to the God. These niggas here. These niggas here. Break bread with all these niggas right here. These niggas. He shows me, like, he's pulling up the videos and I'm looking at you. I'm like, yo, what's good with son? I thought it was a photo.
Yeah.
All I always saw was the photo. It's the same pose every photo.
Yeah.
You rap like this, bro. I did the research. I see your story. Look at what you doing.
Yeah.
Look at what you're able to pull off. This is God's work right here.
Shit different.
Right.
And you spitting. I know people, God bless the DOC, one car accident took his voice. He ain't sounded the same since then. And that man's pen was something different. Beanie Siegel.
Shout out to
voice.
Siegel, the lung.
Yeah, lung.
Right.
Yeah.
Affected his voice. That's your instrument, and look what you were able to do. When you confront this shit, I for my own, I would say, as somebody who just met you for the first time today, I would like to see you do what you need to do in order to feel comfortable moving around this world and moving around the world that you're in now, in the space you're in now, whatever that takes.
Yo, believe it or not, 99% of your fans,
I would,
your growth is gonna mean theirs.
Facts.
Like, you know, handsome guy, but you would think all my DMs is females. No, it's dudes saying, yo, my nigga, you inspired me. I seen where you was at. I know your man from da-da-da. Da-da-da. I know what y'all was, you know what I mean? And I see where you going now. You make me feel like I ain't gotta do this forever. I could do this. I could do anything. Niggas could do anything. You know what I mean? So the moment you reflect that, and you've been reflecting it, you make those niggas feel like, yeah, son. Yeah, son.
Shit, his album release party, like he was outside. He was outside a couple days ago, like in the city.
Yeah, I was outside.
Outside. All kind of love coming to him.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
How did
I seen
that
all
feel?
of the Johnny Nunez footage, you know what I'm saying?
How did that feel?
Moving around.
How was that
The
feeling?
love was definitely felt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've vented to, you know, my people like, man, this shit look like niggas ain't fuck with me. Like, what they on? Like, damn, now because I'm lit. Like, because I don't get outside, and I don't. Not because I can't, it's just because I just don't. You know what I mean? I'm one of them niggas like Kendrick and one of them. You don't never see them. Like Andre 3000. You don't never see them, nigga. I don't want to be around. I don't want to go to your industry shit. I don't want to go to your. I don't post niggas on their birthdays and man. I don't text people Merry Christmas. But you know the love is felt. Like, you ain't gotta talk to her every day, but you know it's love.
Did the
like,
love
you know what I'm
overcome the
saying?
anxiety is my question.
Yes. That night it did. That night it did. I was having severe anxiety about that night. Like, damn, dog. Because I didn't really even, I hit a few niggas, but I ain't really even patch in with a lot of niggas personally, and then I didn't even really post it or make it a big deal online. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, this shit might not be, this might not be alright. Then when I pulled up and saying all the love, man, and everybody that pulled out, shout out Maine and one of them niggas and Fad, and you know, Sauce Walker and Benny Boone, he brought his son. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're gonna see Sauce later tonight.
Later tonight?
Yes,
we are.
No, Sauce my nigga, man.
But
funny thing, you know, he used to battle too.
Sauce used to battle.
Sauce nice.
That don't really surprise me when you hear it.
Bro.
When you hear the shit.
Sauce is an animal.
He showed me a video of him battle rapping. I was like, oh shit.
Walk nice, man.
Walk different.
Walk,
Facts.
But what's crazy is that there's still a level of like not only commitment, but like just going over the top with his exclusivity, right? Like he said with the exclusivity of like what Westside was doing with the merch or with the mixtapes, right? Mixtapes, yo, we only gonna put 50 of these out, 100 of these out. The less you see someone, let's think about Al Heyman for an example. Al Heyman make all kind of plays in the boxing world, but you never see this nigga. But you respect him, and if he do pop out, it's a fucking movie.
No, you know what that reminds me of? Nas.
Yeah.
Is that somebody that you?
Get your ass up, nigga.
You on camera too, homie.
Wake that nigga up, bro. You crazy, homie.
Nah, he not. I don't think he on. I think he good.
Get in the truck, bro. Take you a nap, bro. You looking crazy on film, bro.
I don't think they can see.
Knocked out.
They can see him now.
They can see him.
We done zoomed in. We zoomed in on you, bro.
in his beard.
We zoomed in. We saw you.
This nigga tweaking, bro.
Yeah, but like I was saying, that reminds me of Nas. Is Nas somebody that Nas ain't like your top?
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
That recluse.
Yeah.
I gotta say though.
Like, nah, like I ain't with all that. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to rap, man. I just want to be I want to be respected as being an ill nigga.
How much of a Nas fan are you? Because I got a serious question.
I love Nas, like,
Of
course I
his
do.
shit, right?
yeah.
So when
Especially the first two.
I don't want to be out of line. But when you gave Mary J. Blige that chain, was you saying, "Shorty"? Say what's to back it up.
I know where
You go by.
Now you know.
Does she owe you something? That's basically what I'm asking. That's Mary. Yo, Mary, I love you, baby. Yo, we was at her birthday party at Chop House.
Brooklyn Chop House.
Yeah, shout out to Fat Joe. The Empire.
Don Pooh. Shout out to Don Pooh.
That was my first time seeing Mary in person. Bro.
Yeah, Mary's beautiful.
Most beautiful woman in the world.
I might not have been, I might not have did it with my feet, but I followed her around the room.
The eyes.
Nah, Mary's beautiful, man. You know, shout out to Mary, man.
So what
Gave her
happened?
the
Like,
chain. What happened,
yeah,
bro? Like, what happened?
You know,
Did she back it up one time?
I thought it looked good on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, slow. Slow.
Yeah. And it looked good on her.
Yeah,
Look amazing on her
looked
too.
amazing on her.
Yeah.
I thought it looked great on her.
Yeah, I definitely would have been playing Nas in the background. Like,
Was it a thing where it's like she pulled up on you, was like, yo, I love that chain. I would love to have one like that, or it was like indirect?
It's a great story.
Okay. Cut off the camera.
You need to hear the story. You need to hear the story.
Nah, shout out to Mary, man. That was a dope night that night, man.
Yeah.
I got to, you know what I mean, two-step with Mary in my song and shit. That was the joint I was talking about earlier that
That's
didn't
fire.
get cleared
You did back
and all
it up.
That's fire.
Boogie,
Oh, Jesus.
Jeremiah on it.
Yeah, the A Boogie and Jeremiah joint.
That shit didn't get cleared or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? I was able to have her beautiful brown palm in my hand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Palm.
Do my little two-step with her. You know what I'm
It was one of Griselda records.
That's crazy.
That's different. That's how you know it ain't no limit to this type of music, man.
saying? It was a great night.
Queen of fucking R&B. It's two-step into that
Shout
shit.
out my
Yo,
bro- shout out
yo, Mary
Swiss,
looks
man. Shout out my bro
great,
Swiss.
bro. She
Amazing.
looks.
Shout
Go
out
one
Swiss.
time for Swiss, please.
Word.
Swiss, where you at, man? OG Boss said, pull up. Pull up, man.
OG Bar, that's my mother.
That's my OG right there.
Homie right there.
Yeah.
Love you, OG Bar.
Again,
Who Conway listening to right now, this day? Who you bumping?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you, King.
Darius Rucker, country music.
Who I'm on right now, Fredo? Who I'm on right now, huh?
Lil Uzi.
You know what I'm saying?
Babyface Ray. Okay.
Oh, it sounds like you about to have some club
Nigga
records.
just got that verse in from Payroll. You know what I mean? We on that Detroit shit heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the D.
I'm jacking, man. I'm jacking Cesar right now. I'm jacking. I'm on.
Easy, fellas.
I
Easy.
know, my nigga. I
Shit
just
like that,
reposted
man.
shit, bro. My girl know this already. I love shit.
Nigga, rappers.
No, we meant whoever. We meant whoever.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on shit like that mostly. Majority, I'm on shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When I'm by myself, of course I can't listen to shit like that when I'm G-riding, but I'm with, you know what I'm saying? I'm on them type of bops right there, or some old 90s R&B shit in mint condition or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
So who do you go to when you have like
joint like
Mint condition.
that's that shit, bro. Pretty brown eyes and all that?
Champ.
Dolo.
Champ, you're engaged, right?
Yeah, I'm engaged. Yeah.
When you get a wedding ring, which hand do you put it on?
I don't fucking
Why you
know
put
yet.
my son out there like
I never.
that?
He
no, I
said it a
something
million
about my
times.
uncle
Yo,
on the
pay
show.
attention. He said that a million times. Which you know which hand?
I think you go on the left. Yeah.
Is that so?
Because it's on her left hand, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, left hand. You know which finger?
I don't know, bro. This is all this shit is new to me.
He from jail.
She, listen.
That.
Yeah, like listen. She held me down for 7 years. I
Bro.
came home. She said I want a ring. I said, all right.
Do you
got it.
really think I'm asking just to
I don't know what you doing, man.
look next to you?
Ooh, la la la
For the
la.
love of God, bro, keep up with me here.
Nah, I'm not
Okay.
married.
Okay,
Married to the
I'm not
game.
married. I'm not engaged. I'm not. none
just
of that.
wearing it on that finger.
Yeah, this is actually the only finger that this fit. Actually.
Oh hell!
It's my happy
And this was just.
I just-
I went to this
You thought you
jeweler.
found something.
Oh no,
I went to
just
this
a matter of
jeweler.
asking.
thought he found something.
Just a matter of asking.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a matter
He
of
said,
asking.
yo, what finger did she wear?
Just a matter of
I'm
asking.
not married. I'm not engaged.
First
none
of
that.
all, the man just got finished telling you he riding around listening to Mint Condition.
That's
I'm
true.
on my
Give me a break.
radio.
But
I'm
nah,
on
but
my
I, I be on my shit. I be bumping my Bobby Brown shit sometimes.
This is a gift
you know?
from the jeweler. That's all. I bought like a watch and some other pieces and shit, and he had just made this with like the stones going all around. Like, yo, I just made this, man.
You got that for
Here you go.
luxury?
So I just wear it as, proudly, and it's the only finger that it fits. So I get that a lot. Like, yeah, fuck you, man. I went to go see my man Cutter when he was. My man Cutter locked up and shit. Like, fuck you, got married, nigga. Like, nah, man, I got this from the jeweler, from Man Daddy.
Married to the game.
Yeah, it's a good answer for it. Say that one from now on.
You know how that go.
I wanted to. I don't know if you were aware of this BT greatest rap crew of all time. You heard about it?
I didn't.
All right, so they're doing like a bracket system breakdown of like the greatest crews of hip hop, which is another argument, right? Of
Come on,
who
man.
was
Don't
left
do that,
out,
man.
right?
You're a hip hop historian,
You know what I'm
bro.
talking about, right? Okay, all right. So they got the greatest crews. They doing a bracket. Can I get your opinion on what picks you would get, or who you fuck with?
Greatest crews, rap crews?
Greatest
Yeah,
crews. You got the
crews.
bracket.
Who's all in
I
it?
never had the bracket, bro.
Who had the bracket?
You had the bracket.
You had the bracket.
I don't know who- I don't know
Always
who's all
had
in
the
it.
bracket.
Oh,
This
KO, you got
episode
the
was
KK, you
sponsored
got the
by Don
bracket?
Julio.
Yeah, KK got it.
That's why it's all over the place.
It's insane, homie.
We sipping Don
Brace yourself
Julio
for
and
this
Douce cups. You know we twisted.
Thanks to Sam at BET.
Yeah, thanks to Sam. Way to go, Sam.
You two hear this shit.
Okay.
Now we got Griselda on there.
Absolutely.
Chill
Yeah, but wait till you hear it, bro.
Just chill out.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right.
I read the number one seed.
Oh, that's right.
It's not like
It's
it's not like that.
16th seed. Put some respect on our name. We done had the best record in the game in the last motherfucking 6, 7, 8 years.
That's a fact.
Put some respect on CD. Yeah, that 42 done kicked in now. Yeah, real talk time now.
Oh, they just sent it. I got it too.
You got it?
I remember the first one.
All right, let's go.
Okay, the first one is it's YMCMB versus.
No, that's not the first.
First one is
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang versus Dreamville.
Bro, I'm just reading the page.
Yeah,
Easily.
easy.
Yeah. One more time. Wu-Tang versus Dreamville.
Wu-Tang.
What about y'all? What y'all think?
Why are you even doing
Wu-Tang or
Why are you
Dreamville?
doing that?
What y'all think? Wu-Tang? Wu? Okay. Wu-Tang. Yo, you did the same shit Gad did, bro. Don't do that. It's like this. You gotta lock the thumbs in, homie. It's the Wu-Tang side.
Y'all talking me. Wu-Tang gonna be my answer every time. I don't care who you announce. It could be
My
Wu-Tang
nigga.
against Martin Luther King and
See?
album. I'll be like, Wu-Tang.
I told y'all niggas,
That's
Wu-Tang
a
gonna
fact.
take this whole shit.
So, yeah, Wu for
We
me.
gonna take
on
this
all
whole
of them.
shit.
Okay.
Who was the second one, man?
Sound good till you hear the
All
rest
right,
of these
Native
verses.
Tongues versus the Juice
Unless
Crew.
it's us.
Now,
Native
I see who
tongues.
y'all matched up with. Go ahead.
Native Tongues versus the Juice Crew.
For those that don't know who's the Juice Crew, say the name.
I'm gonna say Native Tongues.
It's
Master
a Native
Ace.
Tongue. The
Tribe.
Tribe.
Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul,
your thing,
Jungle
Dre?
Brothers.
Then the Juice Crew.
You got Cool G Rap.
I know.
You
I
got
know.
Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, let's do the whole rundown. Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap, Master
Tribe Called
Ace.
Quest.
No, I'm doing the
Oh,
Juice Crew.
Juice Crew,
Yeah,
Juice Crew.
Big Daddy Kane, Cool
Craig
G
G,
Rap,
Craig
Master
G.
Ace, Craig
And
G.
then
Roxanne
Headed
Shante.
Roxanne Shante, headed by Marley Marl.
you got the Jungle Brothers,
And Native Tongues is the
Q-Tip
Jungle
and them
Brothers.
Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe Called
Was Q-Tip
Quest.
La
in it?
Soul.
Was Q-Tip in it?
Yeah, Q-Tip was in.
Native Tongue.
Shout out to Q-Tip.
Q-Tip, man.
I didn't hear no other day. Was Q-Tip in it? Hey, Native Tongue.
Bad Boy versus Rough Riders.
And for this,
Big
no,
over
hold up. For this, the locks are on Rough Riders.
No.
Yes, they are.
The locks
Locks
is on
on both.
Bad Boy and Rough
Locks
Riders.
is on both.
They on both.
Locks is on both.
Every time we've done this, we've always said the locks was on Rough
Yeah,
Riders.
it-
Switching up,
But
move
no,
the goalposts now.
no, because you can't erase that the Locks was there, bro.
They asked to leave Bad Boy to go to Rough Riders.
They
Doesn't
were there.
matter.
They were on. They was on Bad Boy though, bro.
They
Doesn't
asked to
matter.
leave
First,
to go to
before
Rough
they
Riders.
went there,
But they was on Bad Boy.
all right. The locks is
switching
in
it
a
up again. All right,
win-win
cool,
situation.
We switching it up
They
again.
say-
We're not gonna act like money, power, respect ain't part of that.
We switching it up again. That's all I'm telling you. We
That's
switching
cool.
it up again. All right.
That is.
That's
Don Julio
tough.
night.
This is tough, man. This is tough for me.
Yeah.
Big over everything.
Tough, but
Fact.
You got big.
Big over everything.
that's why I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna give Bad Boy a little slight edge. I'm giving Bad Boy a slight edge, but DMX wasn't nothing to fuck around with.
Rest in peace,
You
X.
know what I'm saying?
Word.
That he wasn't nothing to fuck around. I mean, DMX wasn't nothing to fuck around with, man.
The Locks, Dragon,
Drag, Eve, everybody
Beats
was
by
super
Swiss.
successful and it impacted the culture. It was a crazy impact, you know. Shout out to Rough Riders, man.
Yeah,
Man,
fact.
Rough Riders
that was
was
tough
back.
for me to do, bro. When I think about, you know, what Puff done and still even doing.
Think about how life after death made you feel.
Best album ever recorded.
both
Best
Biggie
album.
albums,
Best album
Black
ever.
Rob's albums,
Felt
T-Dep's
man.
albums.
Yeah.
I still fuck with X.
Rest in
Everybody
peace,
be
Black
mad-
Rob.
They probably be mad at me, but I still think
Rest
that
in
was the
peace,
best
Black
Locks
Rob.
album, the Bad Boy one.
Nah,
Money, power, respect.
nah.
When we are the
See?
streets,
We
we
are
That's
the
why you
streets.
can't erase that. That's why you can't erase that.
That's right. We Are the Streets
why
is
you
my
can't
favorite
respect
album ever from the Locks.
It was intense, bro.
Unbelievable album.
All right,
That's just me.
Rockefeller versus G Unit.
I told you.
Ho,
I'll pass. I'm gonna skip to the
Come on,
Skip?
Conway, man.
Nah. Take another shot and answer that question. Come on, man. You know, blame the liquor for everything else tonight.
Nah, I ain't mad at that, man. You
Nah,
want
no, you going? It is Don Julio
Man,
night. You
that-
going soft? You ready to skip?
Yo, man, I'm just, yo,
Con was
two
the only
of
one
the
that
favorites.
If we think about
he said top.
the artists under the group, right?
Right.
That's a part of
Yeah,
the
if we thinking crew.
crew. So
I'm a lean towards the rock.
There's a lot of artists under the Rockefeller crew. compared
You got
to
State Property. You had Dipset.
Dipset,
You had
Kanye West,
Bleak,
Yup,
Kanye,
You still got a Mill. You had it was
P.
crazy.
Crack, you had
Young
so many
Gunners
artists.
as separate
Yeah,
artists.
I just remember I was there in 03 and 04, man, for the
With
G-Unit
G-Unit.
mixtapes and all that shit. It
No
was-
Fear, No Mercy, Fear of God.
Fuck, bro.
No Mercy was my shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about the Rockefeller era because they broke that up and ended it. I forgot what year. So I was just thinking
07.
about that gap of time versus that G-Unit gap of time. Like, fuck, bro.
Which one had more impact on you? Sound like the unit.
The Rock was gone. They was gone for too many
I want to
years.
say
Though.
the Unit too, man, but some sirens. We good money.
Yeah, we good.
You good. That's an ambulance, you heard?
I'm gonna go rock. I'm gonna go Rockefeller.
You wanna go Rockefeller?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rockefeller.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm gonna just go Rockefeller because it was just a lot of trials and tribulations. I feel like with Tony Yayo going to jail, you know, and just 50 just getting into an incredible mega superstar
Right.
space.
Game splitting off.
You know, it was just like
All that.
Yayo,
Damn,
Gangsta was
that
going
was
crazy.
tough for me,
The
dog.
documentary is a crazy album.
That was tough for me right
Yeah.
there, bro.
Gang's first album.
That was the
Crazy.
toughest
Yeah,
shit
Gang
ever
shit
for
was
me, bro.
fire.
That's why I say time, equal or fast. I'm still not even comfortable saying Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Because of how the unit made you feel at a
I'm
certain
just talking
point.
about that time.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
talking Rockefeller.
Right.
When Rockefeller, I seen niggas having on do-rags and wife beaters and shit and baggy ass jeans like 50 did.
The impact.
The
Yeah.
Rock did that.
That's all
The
I'm
Rock was
saying,
doing
bro.
that. Rock was
Bro,
doing
no.
that shit too.
Hove was doing
Oh,
that.
change clothes.
Yeah.
Hove was
Niggas
doing
stopped
that.
wearing
Not
jerseys.
the whole rock. Hove was changing people's
Word.
lifestyles.
Jay-Z fucked up the whole.
I love that State Property album. 1 and 2.
Yeah, one.
Beans was amazing by itself.
Excuse me.
His albums
Yeah.
is unfucking real.
Tell me what your life like. Mine's is real. Everything
go
signed to
Rockefeller.
sell. You can't.
I'm gonna go
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller. I bet. All right, so we got Good Music versus the Saint Lunatics.
Good music. E-I-E-I-oh-oh.
Nobody was with the EI. Nobody
Nah,
was with the EI.
I'm going down,
Unless you was in
baby.
the club and you trying to
Nah,
bag
bro.
a joint.
We
That's
from the
all
hood.
time, nigga.
Niggas ain't
Shout
fucking
to
with
Nelly,
Murphy
though.
Lee. Damn.
They
That's
didn't
fucked up.
they didn't put out
That's
enough
Bro, you
material.
talking
fucked
about
up.
Kanye.
As a
right?
crew, they didn't put out enough
Sean,
material.
like,
Damn.
As
Taylor.
a crew, they didn't put out enough material.
Good music.
Nah, they didn't.
Nah, not good. Saint Lunatics.
Love and respect to them, but nah.
Yeah.
Multiple
Yeah,
Nelly albums.
We from
but-
the hood. We wasn't going down, baby, and none of that. You know what I mean? Shout to them, though.
No, Nelly went diamond, bro. Like you
It's
gonna have to
getting
let
hot.
that go.
Yeah, salute to that. But we
gotta
was
let
from the
that go.
hood. Like, we wasn't
He
doing
went
no.
diamond everywhere. It
That's
doesn't
a
matter
fact.
where you are.
Doesn't
He
matter.
went diamond everywhere. And
All
don't
right.
forget
As the
the
kids. That's
All right,
what-
so now we
Yeah,
got
that's a fact.
we got Shady versus Bone Thugs.
Shady.
that was easy.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Because I am the biggest Bone Thugs fan that ever existed. And it was tough for me. But outside of 2-3 albums, it was like, you know, you gotta add. If we're gonna talk Shady, we talking with the 50 era, with
Yeah.
Facts.
Slaughterhouse,
era,
y'all.
Facts.
the 12 era when they went
Facts.
platinum, double platinum, both their albums. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't really did shit number wise, but I mean, we talked about in the barbershops.
Right.
Some
This
type
one
of,
specific.
hey,
this one
Bone
definitely.
kind of, I love Bone. Trust me, I don't want to get jumped. Them niggas will whoop your ass.
Niggas will roll up on you like, now tell me what you gonna do.
that interview, nigga.
That feels like
Nah, shout to Bone Thugs, man.
Fuck about nobody. They'll whoop your ass still to this day.
They on that life after
Diamond
death.
and
project.
everything. and
Shout out to
still
my man
whoop
Busy.
your
Yo,
ass.
Busy, we gotta get you up here, man.
Shout
Stop
out to
playing,
Bone.
man.
That's my motherfucking favorite. One of my
feels
favorite
like a
groups
group
ever. I
versus a
love
crew
Bone
again.
Thugs. I know every word of the song, the 2 albums by heart, but I gotta go with you know what I mean? Who it was?
Shady.
Yeah, I gotta go with Shady.
Yeah. All right. Hypnotize Minds versus CMG.
For those that don't know who that is, man, break it down.
Ask MECCA, bro. I'm lit.
Hypnotized Minds is 3-6 Mafia.
3-6 Mafia,
Project
Gangsta
Pat.
Boo, Project
Boo.
Pat.
Rest in peace.
3-6.
CMG
is Yo
Money
Gotti.
Bag, Yo.
Yeah, I'm
Yo
going
Gotti, you know.
3-6.
3-6.
All right, Hypnotize Minds, bang, bang.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Oscar award winning.
Absolutely.
Now this is
I've been doing numbers since the 90s. 2000, early 2000.
Soulquarians.
I have no idea who that is.
Q-Tips in it.
Way.
They won.
Oh, they won?
Who they playing against?
Griselda.
Griselda. I don't care who it. I don't care who it.
I knew.
He said they won to who they battling? Oh yeah, we got that. Yeah.
All right, all
That's
right.
good competition.
I feel like everybody
TDE.
feel that way too.
TDE versus Odd Future.
Break it down. Who that is?
That's tough,
Come on,
man. That's tough. But I'm gonna say TDE.
Kendrick,
I love
Schoolboy.
Schoolboy Q so much, and J-Rock.
Absol, J-Rock,
Absol,
SZA,
and SZA, and
the new boy,
Sir, and everybody that that whole
King,
umbrella.
yeah.
Shout out my nigga Top. Just
Top
great
dog,
music just comes for some reason. Only great music comes from that umbrella over there, from that
That's a
building.
fact.
And yeah, I'm gonna go TD. And I love Tyler and the stuff he do, but TDE kind of
Tyler, Earl
Schoolboy
Sweatshirt.
Q and J-Rock and them niggas.
Them
man,
boys is different, man. Coming out of Cali too.
I'm a fan of that. But that's a great
Matchup.
matchup right there. Yeah. Shout out to Tyler too.
shout out
That's
to
my
Tyler,
homeboy.
shout out to Earl.
Fucks with Earl too. That's my motherfucking
Ocean.
homeboy.
Frank Ocean, yeah.
Wow.
And Tyler's special.
Yes.
Yeah, he
The dude
different.
is different.
Yeah, facts. I love his live show.
Remember when we was at
I love his live show.
we was at Made in America?
Yeah.
He performed. That shit was crazy, homie.
They gotta put some respect on Tyler's name, man. Tyler one of
That's
them
a
ones,
fact.
bro. He one of them ones, man.
His pen is.
He one of the illest out here.
Yeah.
No matter, I don't give a fuck where you from, you gotta acknowledge that.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree with
NWA versus Soul Assassins.
NWA.
Right.
That was easy.
Shout out, Mark.
All right, now this is a tough one.
I love y'all.
This is a real tough one. I want y'all to take your time with this. Really take your time with this.
that.
Death Row versus the
Hieroglyphics. Nigga, man.
Hieroglyphics, right? Hieroglyphics.
Again, who's
Well,
in the
hieroglyphics?
hieroglyphics?
The whole room, hieroglyphics. It's crazy.
No.
Who's in the hieroglyphics?
Huh?
For those that don't know,
It's hieroglyphics. bro.
Hyro.
Come on, man.
Hyro.
Don't disrespect these hip hop legends
Yo,
like that.
Conway
Who's
said
that?
Death Row,
And
bro.
I love the homies from the hieroglyphics, man. I don't before that Hero Day and Futile. I love them boys, my bros, man. But I'm biased, man. Nothing
Death Row?
impacted me more than that Snoop Dogg Doggy Style album and that Chronic album. So
Classic.
that was just what impacted me more. That was the shit I seen on the box more. You know what I'm saying? That was the shit I seen on the TV more on my way to school to go get suspended and fuck up.
On my way to go get suspended.
It was Snoop Dogg. It was Let Me Ride and shit like that on the screen. So I gotta go Death Row. Period.
One of your top 10 albums all time, Doggy Style?
One of the top 5. Top nigga. Either or, you can put Doggy Style or Chronic, but I feel like them the two of the greatest albums ever constructed.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
Chronic
Nate
and
Dogg,
Doggy
man.
Style. Yeah.
Chronic and Doggy Style.
Listen,
Yeah.
The only album I put above that is Life After Death.
thankfully, that's not in
I'm
the
biased
bracket.
on that end, yes.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that's not in the
All
bracket.
right. Sick With It versus
Why you do that?
Dangerous Crew.
You gotta enlighten me, King. I know Sick With It is
E40.
E40 and Shorten and all them niggas.
No,
Right. No,
Dangerous
Dangerous
is
Crew
actually too
is
short.
Too Short.
in his-
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's basically E40 versus Too Short.
Tired, because them niggas is both my legends in my book.
There it is.
That ain't a lie.
They both super legends in my book. But
But if you had to pick
maybe
one,
E40 impacted me more and impacted the culture more. I'm gonna go with Sick With It.
Sick With It. Bang, bang. All right. YMCMB versus Grand Hustle.
Excuse me, I had something.
Y'all thinking about it?
Nah.
Nobody
YMCA.
thinking about it?
Tip is my brother.
Damn.
Like,
nobody's like,
sunburn out.
maybe.
Tip my brother to
Nobody.
the sunburn out, but
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna go
crazy.
YMCMB.
You got Wayne, Nicki, Drake. That's crazy.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much work. Too much work under that umbrella.
YMCMB, that's easy.
Yo, why they got Yo Gotti and Grand Hustle?
He did.
He was.
Yeah, he's done shit with Tip.
Who?
Yo Gotti.
Word?
Yo, he had
But do we
Travis
count
Scott.
it?
Travis Scott was under that same umbrella. What's the girl's name?
Izzy is Azalea.
Izzy. She was under that same umbrella.
Iggy.
Excuse me. And he put
Don't
he
disrespect
put out
that
he put
thing.
out a not a UGK album. What's
Think logically, man. Come on, man.
Oh, nah, it's Pimp Squad Click. That's another. He had Alpha Mega. He had Young
Like,
Dro.
shit going on.
Right.
Yeah, shit going on.
Yeah, he put some shit out.
Hell, fuck yeah.
A-Ball and MJG put out an album with them.
Yeah.
Word? Wow, I didn't know
But
that.
I mean, when you got, Drake and Nicki and
Just that alone is
shit on
like,
the other side.
Drake, Nicki
Astronomical.
Wayne,
Tiger.
yeah.
Drake,
all
Nicki
super
Wayne,
successful.
Tiger. Then you didn't even get into Juvenile, BG, Turk, Hot
Are they
Boys.
considered? Oh, hold on. Time out. They
YMCMB.
considered
You even had Corey
YMCMB?
The
Guns
last
over
part-
there.
How? No,
The
no,
last
no, no,
part
no.
is CMB. Young Money, Cash Money.
Nah, are they listed as a part of that crew?
Yeah.
They wouldn't all fit in
Nah.
the picture.
Nah.
They wouldn't all fit in the
YMCMB
picture.
is Young Money. That's the branch off.
YMCMB is what it's listed as.
I'm
Young
sorry,
Money,
nigga. I
Cash
love you, brother,
Money.
but I can't jack that.
What's it
bro.
listed as?
YMCMB.
So that's
I'm not making it up.
Yeah, but YMCMB is.
If it was just
That's
Young
Bro,
Money.
Drake.
okay, time out. When they dropped the YMCMB album, did you hear Juvenile on it?
No,
Did you
but
hear
Juvenile
Maybe
was
Fresh?
just, dude,
No.
This might have been in jail.
It was Cash Money Records. Cash Money as a crew is totally separate.
Wayne is still signed to Cash Money.
I'm not mad at what y'all arguing about, but let's just get to the next one.
Yeah, because it's in there anyway.
Fair enough.
No Limit Soldiers versus Rap a Lot.
Rap a lot. Can't go against Scarface.
No
That
Limit
alone.
Soldiers.
No Limit Soldiers? That's what we got over there. All right, cool.
Nah.
I'm going Scarface.
All right, we got
We wouldn't have what we know as Southern rap, trap rap, independent record labels, being our own bosses, going into offices ourselves, getting our own deals, working on our own terms. We wouldn't have that formula and blueprint had it not been for Percy Miller.
Getting
and I'm
it
not
from
mad
the
at
bag.
that. However, this is greatest rap crew.
I mean, the Crabble, shit, wasn't Snoop with him? Mexico, just everything they drop goes
Aight.
triple and double platinum.
Hold on.
Even the little homies.
Aight,
when they drop
you want
the
a
albums.
flight?
That's true.
Even the little homies.
That's true.
Hold on.
Even the little homies is going platinum and double platinum with diamonds and
Bro.
shit all on their album covers.
You want a flight? You want a flight to Johannesburg? You
I'm listening to
you got
Ghetto
No
Dope.
Limit albums.
I'm listening to
You heard?
Ghetto Dope.
There it is. That's Master P.
And
said-
I
That's
love
right, you heard?
He said what he said.
Hold on. What happened?
Greatest rappers to ever breathe oxygen.
Who?
Right.
Scarface.
Yeah.
I love the Ghetto Boys and that. But we talking about what Ghetto Boys did and rap like that. What No Limit did. Are we kidding?
Yeah. I ain't mad at you.
It was all indie.
I ain't mad at you.
Didn't everybody go double and triple platinum and do Master P still 400-500 up and ain't dropped the album in 20 years? He showed us the way.
I ain't mad.
I agree with that.
Yo, remember y'all could go to BT.com and vote on this. Remember to pick hieroglyphics over Death Row.
And pick Griselda all the way through to number one. And keep it a buck. If you gonna keep it a buck, Griselda gotta be all the way
All the
to
way.
the top. Nobody did what the fuck we did, no.
Bang, bang.
Care who it is.
Q-
I'm
QC?
talking my shit.
We got QC versus So Def.
So that,
So Def?
yeah.
Not mad at that at all.
No, I don't know. Rap crews, the question is what? The greatest rap crews?
Yeah.
QC.
QC.
Okay.
Are you familiar with everybody who's in So Def?
No, but crew.
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Crew.
Yeah, Chris Cross,
The Brat.
the Brad,
Bow Wow.
the rappers, Bow Wow.
Bow Wow wasn't
No, it's-
really with them.
No. He's still a part of the crew though.
Yeah,
He's
part
still
of
part
the,
of the
part of
crew.
the
Like,
crew. On the label.
Usher's
He's not
part of
he
the
wasn't
crew.
signed to them.
Oh,
He's a
okay,
part of the
okay.
crew.
Usher's
like
part
how
of the
Little
crew.
Kim and Biggie was.
And QC have Offset me.
Yeah,
Migos.
Migos.
Shout out to Chris Brown and Usher.
Lil Baby.
So fucking with Lil
Wasn't
Baby.
Escape his group?
The rap.
Yeah.
Escape was
part of
it too.
Social Death, too.
Oh,
That's
and
saying-
Jagged Edge.
And Mariah
That's
Carey.
saying, R&B, we said the greatest rap crew. That's how I
Greatest
came
rap
out.
crew.
And we was going that. So Deaf, Mariah Carey, Usher, Mariah,
Yeah.
Escape.
Facts.
And we going that.
But they
So
not
Def.
they not pulling
I-
up in
you
the
said
sprint of the
greatest
devil.
rap crew.
That's a fact.
What y'all gonna do with Lil? What is somebody else so Deaf gonna do with Lil Baby? Or the Migos contributions to the game? They
Fact.
got to run their ad, recipes, take off. Like we talking rap crew. The question is the greatest rap crew.
All
Not
right.
R&B.
QC.
All right.
That's a fact.
Last one.
Which this is where the questions and shit become kind of
Convoluted.
weird and shit too, because that's not a rap group, that's a record
Right.
label.
Right.
Migos is a rap crew. Rap, you know what I'm saying? Like just because everybody signed to the umbrella, it don't mean niggas is a rap crew. So
Facts.
that makes just a boy.
It gets
It bumps it up
It's
a little
been a
bit.
couple of those like
Yeah.
that.
That's all I'm saying.
Because is it a group? Is it a group or a crew?
Right.
Which is two totally separate
Right.
things.
Right.
Dipset is a crew. The Locks
Or
are
a
a group.
label. A lot of us restructure our shit as like regular, like Def Jam. That's like saying Def Jam versus such and such.
Right.
Like niggas
Right.
say make a song, there wasn't no crew. They got 10, 12,
It's like Def
15
Jam versus
individual
Boot Camp.
artists.
It's not fair.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's not even-
fair.
it's not even
the
same
Yeah,
thing.
They had LL, they had Method Man, they had.
Word.
It ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't crews. They just was signed to a deal together.
Okay, here's another
That's my
example
problem
of
with
that.
that list in question.
Maybach Music Group versus Dungeon Family.
Dungeon Family.
Dungeon Family.
Brother man. Brother man.
Yo,
Who we got
Like I
next
said,
in
go
the
to
second
beats.
round? So I can give y'all something juicy for the headline
I
pause.
feel like
He caught his he
I feel like-
said pause.
I feel like
Yeah.
NWA already
Yeah.
took this. Maybach Music Group already took this.
Griselda
And Rap A Lot already
versus
took this, and it's
Nobody.
you
beat
just gotta
us
go
and
check
fuck
it out.
us.
You know, you just gotta
Y'all
go check it out.
Y'all have resources. Y'all have record label resources and execs and R&B pop stars and hooks and beats and shit. We had Derringer. We from Buffalo ain't had nothing to nobody, nigga. And we did what we did. And I still live my life like I went motherfucking triple platinum.
Right.
That gotta be worth something when we playing 2K and we're making my overall. That gotta boost me up some.
Yeah.
The fact how we did it, me, Benny, and West. That don't come for nothing.
Counts
The
for a lot.
fact that I was shot in my head, nigga, had my face paralyzed. I don't sing hooks. Ain't no auto-tune. There's no features. There's no cosigns. There's no bag behind us. There's no engine. There's nothing. But drumless sample loops and just niggas going dumb. And we even in these conversations, nigga, you ain't fucking with this. Nobody never did this.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
I said nobody do it like they did.
There it is.
Nobody did like they did.
There it is. What's coming next?
Won't he do it? Side B, drum work compilation, and shit. I got an album with Justice League we did. That's done.
Oh,
Shout out to
Justice
Yeah,
League?
yeah, they
What?
produced the whole shit, like every song.
It's gonna be
How many
different.
It's probably about 17.
oh my god.
It's gonna be
17.
different,
Like
homie.
16
Oh,
or
that's
17.
crazy.
Oh my
They
god.
did the whole joint.
You got some of that with you?
Florida, and yeah, I got some of that with me.
Okay,
We
cut the
got
camera.
Flew down to Florida.
All right, cut the cameras off.
Yeah, cut the
Locked in.
Yeah. Lock in. Mav Hoffa, my expert opinion. Conway the Machine. Griselda
Know what it
all day,
is.
every day. Y'all know the vibrations, man. Tap
Look at
in.
this. Love.
It's Hoffa, trapper turned smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.